As municipal elections across the province of Ontario will take place tomorrow, there are many races that many people will be watching, including one of Ontario's largest cities, the city of Mississauga. Joining me now to discuss that and more and what she hopes to get out of tomorrow is the incumbent mayor in the city of Mississauga, who's running for re-election, Mayor Bonnie Crombie. Bonnie Crombie, thanks so much for making the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me today.
Let's just start out with your bid for re-election as mayor of Mississauga. You've obviously, you've been an MP for Mississauga area riding. Then you obviously ran for mayor of Mississauga. What do you hope to achieve if you do get re-elected for another 4-year term as mayor of the city?
Thank you. And I spent a term as council as well. So first, let me say what an honor and privilege it has been to serve the people of Mississauga, whether as in a federal capacity or in a municipal capacity. I hope that they have found that throughout my tenure in the past 8 years, my gosh, I can't believe I'm running for re-election for the third term. I have provided strong and steady leadership to them and effective communication. We are building an incredible city, a vibrant, dynamic, inclusive, and welcoming city, one that is more livable, walkable than it has been in the past, and one which is building sustainable neighborhoods and communities. And that's been my focus. And it has been an honor to serve, and I hope I'll have the opportunity to continue to do that, as well as continue to attract investment, because we've been very successful at doing that in Mississauga as well.
Perhaps that's a good place to pick up then on attracting some of those investments into cities like Mississauga. We know obviously with things like the pandemic, many industries were disrupted. If you do get reelected as mayor, what specifically can you look at doing to help various industries in Mississauga recover from some of the hardships they faced during COVID-19?
So we provided a lot of benefit to our companies in Mississauga throughout the pandemic, helping them to adapt to the new environment throughout our economic development office. And we assisted hundreds of companies to go online, to put their a business model online rather than retail, since we had shuttered. We were one of the communities shuttered the longest, in fact. And I will say that we have a very diversified economy here in Mississauga. We have 98,000 businesses. 75 of them are Fortune 500 companies and 1,400 multinationals. And Mississauga has really changed. We used to be this suburban community, really, where executives live with their families in very large 4-bedroom homes, picket fences, and they drove on wide boulevards to their jobs in another municipality, perhaps that big city to our southeast. But now we're an economic engine with all the businesses that we have, and we're a net importer of jobs. So more people start and end their day in Mississauga than actually, or drive into work than actually drive out. So we are the second largest employer in life sciences. So that's the biotech, biopharma industry. Also ICT, we're huge for innovation, communication technology, but advanced manufacturing, I think, is one of our secret sauces. We're the largest employer in aerospace in the country, with Bombardier having moved to Mississauga. Very large in aerospace, also in auto and manufacturing, clean tech. Many companies that are in the food and beverage industry or logistics have their head offices in Mississauga. And then I'll say finance, insurance, or real estate. Now, the one thing that differentiates Mississauga is that we have highly trained, highly skilled workforce, 60% of which have post-secondary education. And we're very diversified, as you know, because we welcome people from everywhere, over 200 countries speaking 150 different languages. And so we're able to attract a lot of investment into our city, even throughout the pandemic. So this is the secret that we have: highly trained, highly skilled workforce. 2/3 have post-secondary, and 20% of those have diplomas in engineering or accounting or architecture, that have a professional designation, which is so important. So not only do they speak a lot of languages, they're also highly trained and highly skilled. And so we're able to attract business. And I will share with you that even while we were in lockdown, I was busy meeting with CEOs and bringing business to Mississauga. Over 2,000 businesses during the pandemic either moved to Mississauga or expanded their businesses in Mississauga. And that brought 13,500 jobs to our city. And that makes me very proud because I want people to live here, yes, but I want them to work here too. I want to keep them. I want to keep the next generation here.
And I mean, just lastly, before we conclude, when you look at the various levels of government, I mean, I think even many people involved at the municipal level of government would say themselves that sometimes municipal governments can, I guess, be overlooked as to the impact it has, people not necessarily realizing the impact it has. What can you do as mayor? I mean, because obviously municipal governments really are responsible for a lot of the day-to-day operations of the city, the day-to-day operations of people's
We
lives.
build communities. We build communities, we build cities, and we build neighborhoods, and we're responsible for all the zoning and planning. And we have to work very closely with different resident groups and all of our stakeholders, which include neighborhood groups, on building their city and what they want to see in the future vision of building their cities. But of course, my job is to provide more housing, increase the supply of housing, because people want to live in Mississauga. We know we're going to have to take on 500,000 people in the next 25 years. So we have to build more housing. So not only do I have to increase the supply of housing, but I have to ensure that it's affordable, because affordability is a key issue everywhere. So we have to work with different levels of government. So I have to advocate at the same time to provide incentives to developers to build affordable, not just build market rentals or market rated condominiums, but we need a variety of choices to accommodate seniors, young families, newcomers, not just condos, but we need 2 and 3 bedroom units. And we've moved away from single family detached homes. We're building townhouses, stacked townhomes, duplexes, whatever is permitted. But yes, condos in the downtown. We're building a vibrant city. You know, we're urbanizing in the downtown. I want to build a livable, walkable city. That's really important to me, with complete communities. And by complete community, I mean, this is a place where you can live and work, go to school, your children can go to school, access to the water, access to recreation, access to your grocery shopping, your doctor, your dentist, dry cleaner, etc. A complete community. You can leave your car behind, because of course we're all concerned about climate change, and live in your neighborhood. And for me, that's a beautiful thing, because I would say the only criticism I had of Mississauga was that when I moved here decades ago, you had to get in your car and drive everywhere. So I want to build a more livable, walkable city, one that has complete communities and one that is more affordable for people, and build the transit at the same time that I'm building new neighborhoods.
Okay, a lot of issues we could discuss, but obviously we are running out of time. So thanks so much for your time, Bonnie Crombie, and look forward to some future conversations.
I look forward to that too. I have best wishes to you, Mitchell. Sorry. Thank you.
Thank you.